Welcome to Image Deco. Herb sparkles in today's episode. We're diving into the art of transforming your tiny backyard into a luxurious sanctuary, just in time for summer 2025. Whether you're working with a compact patio, a narrow strip of outdoor space, or a petite backyard, this video is packed with high-end design ideas and simple DIY Serenity tips to elevate your outdoor oasis. You don't need acres of land to achieve luxury, just a clever layout, lush textures, and intentional design. From vertical gardens and cozy lounge corners to water features and calming lighting, we'll explore it all. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss out on our weekly home and interior design inspirations. And of course, drop a comment below. We love hearing how you're transforming your own tiny spaces. Luxury begins with thoughtful planning, and even the smallest backyards benefit from smart zoning. Think of your space as a boutique resort, divided into distinct areas such as a seating nook, a greenery wall, and perhaps a tiny dining space. Start by sketching a layout. This helps prevent clutter and ensures that every square meter has a clear purpose. Use pavers or natural wood decking to define boundaries and guide foot traffic. To create cohesion, stick to a limited color palette, preferably neutral tones like sand, olive, and charcoal with organic textures. Add symmetry using planters, lounge chairs, or even sculptures. The goal is to curate a space that feels intentional and luxurious, not cramped or chaotic. Minimalism with a hint of opulence is the secret. Less is more, especially in small gardens. In luxury garden design, greenery is more than a backdrop. It's the heart of the atmosphere. Layer your plants vertically and horizontally. Combine tall bamboo, dwarf trees, and hanging plants to add depth and interest. Use raised beds or elevated planters to create visual flow without taking up too much ground space. Opt for fragrant herbs like lavender and rosemary, which add both beauty and scent. Want a tropical resort vibe? Integrate banana leaves, palms, or ferns in shaded areas. Balance lushness with structure. Boxwoods or clipped hedges can help frame the wild textures. For a soft touch, consider ornamental grasses that sway gently in the breeze, providing movement and calm. By layering textures and varying leaf shapes, your tiny garden will feel more expansive and alive. Plus, it brings a spa-like serenity right into your backyard. A small water feature can elevate your backyard from ordinary to extraordinary. The sound of water is soothing, and in a tiny backyard, it becomes a central focal point. A minimalist fountain, wall-mounted cascade, or ceramic bowl fountain can be both space-saving and visually stunning. DIY enthusiasts can create a mini reflecting pond using galvanized tubs, pebbles, and a small pump, perfect for beginners. Pair your water feature with nearby seating and accent lighting to maximize the peaceful vibe. If space allows, consider a Japanese-style water basin surrounded by rocks and bamboo for that Zen garden touch. Water features aren't just for looks. They also cool the space and attract birds, adding life and motion. With the right placement, a single trickle of water can transform your backyard into a serene retreat. Creating a luxurious tiny garden requires seating that's as comfortable as it is stylish. Opt for modular or built-in benches that hug the perimeter and leave room in the center. Add plush cushions in neutral tones with weatherproof fabrics to enhance comfort and durability. Want a boutique hotel look? Mix woven textures like rattan or rope with sleek wood or metal frames. Add an outdoor rug beneath your seating to anchor the space and create that indoor-outdoor harmony. Don't overlook shade. Consider a small pergola, a stylish parasol, or even hanging fabric for that cabana feel. Lighting is the final touch. String lights overhead or solar-powered lanterns around seating can instantly shift the mood from daytime lounging to twilight elegance. Every garden, no matter how small, deserves a chic corner for unwinding. When horizontal space is limited, grow upward. Vertical gardens are perfect for maximizing greenery while saving ground space. Use wooden pallets, tiered plant stands, or wall-mounted planters to turn your walls or fences into living art. For a modern feel, install geometric trellises and train climbing vines like jasmine, bougainvillea, or ivy to sprawl elegantly. Want a touch of luxury? Add brass or matte black planters for a sophisticated edge. You can even grow herbs like mint, basil, and thyme on vertical racks for both function and fragrance. These gardens are perfect for renters too, since many DIY systems can be installed without permanent changes. Besides being a space saver, a vertical garden adds texture, vibrancy, and life to your backdrop, giving your backyard a curated, designer touch. Luxury doesn't stop when the sun goes down. Proper outdoor lighting transforms your tiny garden into an inviting evening retreat. Use layered lighting strategies. Start with ambient lighting like overhead string lights or festoon bulbs to create a warm glow. Add solar-powered path lights or underbench LEDs to enhance safety and guide movement. For drama and elegance, place uplights beneath trees or behind sculptural plants to cast artistic shadows. Lanterns and candles bring intimacy, especially when grouped near seating or water features. Avoid overly bright lights. Opt for warm temperatures that mimic the golden hour. With just a few lighting additions, your backyard becomes a magical extension of your home, perfect for evening relaxation or entertaining guests on those long summer nights. Your backyard isn't just a garden. It can be a personal wellness escape. Dedicate a corner to serenity. Lay down an outdoor mat or low seating for meditation, journaling, or yoga. Surround this space with calming elements, potted plants, smooth stones, incense burners, and soft fabric drapery. A simple bamboo screen or trellis can offer privacy without feeling closed off. Add a mini table for tea, candles, or your favorite book. If you're into sound therapy, consider adding wind chimes or gentle bells. This isn't just about design, it's about intention. Creating a peaceful spot encourages mindfulness and daily pause, even if just for 10 minutes. With the right energy, this small corner could become your favorite part of the home. Stay on trend while staying serene with some of summer 2025's hottest micro-luxury garden ideas. Coastal neutrals are in. Think sandy beiges, soft blues, and driftwood-inspired finishes. Terracotta planters and hand-woven accessories add texture and warmth. Organic shapes in garden furniture, such as rounded chairs or pebble-like side tables, bring a contemporary aesthetic. Floral pops, like hibiscus, marigolds, and coral roses, add cheerful bursts of color in otherwise calm settings. Incorporate sustainable touches like reclaimed wood decor, water-saving irrigation systems, or solar-powered lighting. Add a small fire pit or tabletop fireplace for cooler evenings. Summer is about relaxation and social connection. Your garden should reflect that. Layer style with functionality, and you'll have a space that's not just trendy, but timeless. Even the tiniest backyard holds enormous potential. With a blend of thoughtful design, DIY creativity, and a touch of elegance, you can craft a space that feels like a luxurious summer escape every single day. Whether you're sipping iced tea in your cozy lounge nook, meditating beside your water feature, or hosting an intimate garden gathering under twinkling lights, this transformation is within your reach. Thank you for joining us today on Image Deco. Herb Sparkles, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below with your favorite tiny garden idea. We can't wait to see how you bring serenity and luxury into your own backyard this summer. See you in the next episode with more stunning home and design inspiration.